Morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Ever felt like South Africa is so busy? Ever felt like South Africa is so chaotic, like we don't know what we're doing? So anyway, guys, welcome to South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. Please do understand that I'm not a politician. I do not have deep knowledge in politics. However, I am a South African citizen who's also a voter, and of course I believe that my views count when it comes to political affairs of our super gorgeous country. Now I want to share with you a post that was shared by Julius Malema. I'm sharing this with you because whatever Julius Malema says, it goes wild, especially when it is issues that are burning at the moment in South Africa. Whenever there are burning issues and Julius Malema comments, especially in a way that rubs South Africans off the wrong way, you better believe that thing is going to trend. Now he posted about Operation Dudula, but what did he say? He said Operation Dudula is a group of thugs and must be subjected to the political killing task team, period. The comments of South Africans, if I can tell you that South Africans are very angry with Julius Malema, it's an understatement. Sometimes I just feel like he doesn't really care about what happens. Does he get more votes? Is not his priority. I just think, it gives the vibe that he gets whatever he's looking for now. There is nothing more that he wants, like vote-wise, because there is no way when you are addressing South Africans you don't have an approach. I'm not saying Operation Dudula is right, and I'm not saying Operation Dudula is wrong. Please let me know your views in the comment section. I'm learning to remain neutral on issues. It's so difficult, but I'm trying to remain neutral as I am very close to being on camera. I don't want to mess things up for myself. Now, I want to read the comments of the people. Firstly, Chris Excel, who's always been very proud to say that he is the EFF voter, he commented under that post, said, okay, let me take my useless vote to Lord Groenewald. In that statement, there are a lot of things because many people just still feel like that Groenewald party is still harboring a lot of racists. That's the general assumption by many people. But whenever Groenewald is doing something that is right with correctional services, we applaud him, all of South Africans, and some South Africans were very happy that he took correctional services. They said he's going to bring that apartheid energy into that space. Anyway, guys, let's continue reading the comments. And this is Penwell. Penwell said, either you don't care about the sorry, guys, I got distracted. He said, either you don't care about the cries of ordinary South Africans when it comes to undocumented foreigners, or they fund you, and that's why you keep defending them. But it's really not a good look for the EFF. You claim to fight for the rights of poor South Africans, but this isn't it. So, this is what I'm saying. I am not saying Operation Dudula is right, and I'm not saying Operation Dudula is wrong. But at the end of the day, there are certain laws of South Africa that are not being considered in this whole thing. And also, I kept seeing comments. No, let us speak the truth, I kept seeing comments from people from outside South Africa, from other countries in Africa, especially, Nigerians, when they come out to to comment about things that they are not happy about. They were commenting under the post that was shared by a Nigerian on X. So the comments, they were mostly about from Nigerians followed by South Africans. They were saying this is the most wicked country, right? Or what? How can you chase people away from accessing healthcare? And South Africans have been trying to break it down. No, we are not saying they must not access the healthcare. We are saying there is the private sector, because the public healthcare is for South Africans. Do you understand? And also, they started sharing videos. I just looked at, I was like, how are people surviving in such countries? Yeah. They were sharing a video clip of a woman about to give birth in Nigeria, her own home country. She was chased away to go look for the money. Hey, I couldn't believe what I was saying. And that's not the first time. You can see that they are suffering. Healthcare is not free. Healthcare is not free. And when it comes to South Africa, everybody just seems to be demanding everything just I don't know. Please do share your own views in the comment section. Is it fair? Is South Africa not being abused? Please let me know in the comment section so that we know where one understands what her views are supposed to be. Because I just feel like, starting by our own leaders, they are not following the law that is on paper. So what's the point of having that on paper? Even our sewage system in the townships, I'm talking about now Gauteng, because the bigger mess is there. Where I live, Sada, it is so peaceful, you will never believe where I live. And people who live in Umgeni, they know this, they know that. I'm not telling you guys to start packing and come and live with us. I'm kidding. So what I'm saying is, even the sewage system in Gauteng is meant for a certain number of people. Even the power supply is meant for a certain number of people. So when you leave the borders open like that, as the government, do you understand what I'm saying? As the government, you leaving the borders open like that, you allow immigration to collapse. No order, no nothing. People are flooding into that place. And what are you expecting is going to happen? You expect no frustration from the side of the people who have been living peacefully there, and they see that everything is every day is going down the drain, and you are not expecting people to react. I'm asking. So the sewage is gaping there. It's like flooding everywhere in that Gauteng, in the townships. Yo. There are places that are nice when you live Midrand. They say Midrand is is where the devil lives. I've got the experience with Midrand, and that thing for me personally is not a lie. But anyway, it's a story for another day, which I'll never share. So when you in Midrand, just outside Midrand, there are nice places there. You've got your Imbizo, you've got Sochila, you've got there's just so many nice places that you get. I don't know what places you have now, but I'm just making an example. So even if you can say where you're visiting maybe, the suburbs, you're not going to be going to see anybody in the township. The thing is about Gauteng, the suburb meets the townships because there's so much fun in the townships. So when you go through that place, going to your Sochila, you're going to your Imbizo, the sewage you have to go through before you get there. Oh my goodness. It stings. I have my friends who live like in your Rabi Ridge, and they'll be saying, oh, there's this lady who's selling food in such a corner, let us go by there. And I'll always decline. To understand, I'll always say no. They even laugh at me. They're like, you gotta use to the germs so that your immune system can be stronger. I'd be like, no, I cannot. With the sewage that's normally doing its business, I cannot. And I remember the other day, there was no sewage, but there was dust. My friend was like, but there's no sewage today. I was like, but there's sewage dust. I'm a germaphobe, I'm sorry. So I'm telling you this to say, the systems are messed up because of overpopulation due to immigration. And don't expect South Africans not to react. I'm not saying Operation Dudula is right or wrong, but I'm saying there is supposed to be some reaction because of this. So, and you say, for Julius Malema to say Operation Dudula are thugs and whatnot, I would have supported this view maybe if he started by talking about immigration, that this is wrong to have the borders like this. It is wrong to flood South Africa like this. And Operation Dudula is not supposed to act like that. Bring everything to the table. Don't be selective. That is just my view, but you're allowed to share your own views in the comment section, as I look forward to reading those all the time. I always like reading those, guys. Even when some people are like coming after me, I always like reading those as well. But what I don't like reading, honestly, the insults. Yo, Sana, I delete those because I just feel like there's a very vile person behind that insult. I don't like the energy like that, so I delete those. And then moving along, this one, it says 1% loading, we will be there. So this is where I normally see that the EFF, or maybe Julius Malema, is not serious about growth with votes in South Africa, because you cannot be addressing. He's always very careless when he's talking to South Africans. Like he's got this total disregard. I don't understand where that comes from, right? I don't understand. And there, I'm still going to come back with Mkwana's issue, because there is something that he said recently. And many people are always correcting us when we criticize Julius Malema. No, but this is not what he meant. He meant this. Don't be so unclear all the time. Do you understand what I'm saying? Be very clear so that we understand what we are saying, to avoid things like that. So this one posted a clown faces. It said everything for foreigners, South Africa last. So that's the comment of that person. This one says this is no. I'm reading the wrong thing. Sorry, guys. This one says political killings. Ikenakai Mushabi. Our people in our communities are happy that clinics are now efficient and accessible to them, because patriots said no to illegals who are putting a strain on our resources. How can you equate that to political killings? Do you understand? So, hey, there's basically many comments here. So, I just don't understand why Julius Malema is always careless when addressing South Africans like that. And when Floyd came out, there's something that he said, that there are certain things that were happening in the EFF that he was not supporting. He even mentioned the immigration issue. So, are the leaders who are leading with Julius Malema in that EFF happy with such things that are being said by Julius Malema? Are they happy? If you know something that we don't, kindly share in the comment section, because I just feel like, I just feel like he doesn't address issues as a South African leader. I'm not saying take the side of South Africans all the time. Like now criticizing a Operation Dudula. He's within his rights to criticize Operation Dudula. But now when you do that, bring the entire thing to the table, so that you say, okay, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, and also Operation Dudula is wrong, and this is what we are supposed to do. Do you understand? I just don't understand this. Anyway, guys, if you watched up to here, and Nkosini Kakulu with the support, and Kakulu for the support rather. And the next time you bump into my videos, kindly watch my ads in full, as that support really goes a long way. And to those who are already watching my ads in full, guys, so do have yourself a super gorgeous day, and I'll be seeing you in my next upload.